Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. So, today we went and saw the new Little Mermaid, the live action from Disney, and I wanted to do a review on it. So, first of all, this is not going to contain spoilers for anybody who's worried about that, even though I'm pretty sure we've all seen it, the animated one when we were younger. But yeah, so this is going to be my honest thoughts, so let's get right into it. So first of all, my overall opinion on it was that it was really good. I came in having kind of low expectations, and I came in thinking it was going to be terrible. I came in thinking that there was going to be a lot of woke crap added to it, based on Disney's, the way that they're going in some other content, and I was really wary. But I was genuinely surprised. It was much better than I thought it was. For me, it was about on the same level as the live action for Beauty and the Beast, which was really good. And to me, the live action Beauty and the Beast and the live action Little Mermaid, what they do well is balancing out following the originals, but giving us enough new stuff so that it doesn't feel so boring like the Lion King live action, but without taking it too far and changing it too much like the Mulan one did. So for reference, I don't like the live action Mulan, I don't like the live action Lion King for very different reasons. So for me, Beauty and the Beast and the Little Mermaid are the two live actions that I really like. So they did add a song with Prince Eric, so I really liked that song. I'm a huge musical person, not necessarily musical in terms of like musicals, but like I love music, I love singing, I love listening to music. I took choir in high school, so for me, I really loved Eric's song. It was really sweet. I also had heard rumors about how they changed a few of the lyrics to kiss the girl and, to add in consent basically. And I was really worried about that one, but kiss the girl was honestly my favorite. They did so good. The lyrics were very brief and it rhymed, it made sense, it fit with the melody, it fit rhythmically. And so for me, it was a really sweet scene. Scuttle, they did change Scuttle from a boy to a girl, but the actress for her, I don't remember her name, but she's the actress that plays in Shang-Chi, and she's super funny. So the change of Scuttle didn't bother me. And I loved Sebastian. They kept most of his lines actually pretty much really the same. And he's really funny. The way he looked was a little odd to me. It was they went with like a realistic crab look instead of Sebastian. And then the dynamic between Sebastian and King Triton was exactly the same, and it was so perfect. So, I know there's been a lot of controversy over the actress Ariel being an African-American woman, and honestly, it bothered me too because the original story, and I think the animated one, it was set in Denmark, so it was like taking what was supposed to be a white character, and changing that, but she nails Ariel's tone of voice and her mannerisms and the way that Ariel talks. It honestly feels like Ariel coming to life, so her acting is so good. It's not even noticeable. And then what they did was they changed it so it was kind of a Jamaican island type area. So they added in like Jamaican people, but there were British people there, and like historically I think Britain owned some Jamaican islands or islands in that general region. And so her being African American made perfect sense, but she brought the character Ariel to life, and for me that didn't really that brought her to life, so I saw nothing else but Ariel in the few times that she did talk. Ursula was absolutely spot on. Her makeup was good. I love the added realism that they made her more like an octopus, so like she moves, she'll crawl along walls like octopuses do and like get into nooks and crannies and stuff. They kept her lines the same. Poor Unfortunate Souls was really good. I love that song. Part of Your World, they did add extra, like where she does extra runs and stuff, but she has a really good voice, or whoever sung. I don't know if it was her singing or somebody else, but whoever sang had a really good voice, so they did change a little bit of the melodies for that. The only complaint I have for the entire movie, because they did really good for everything, was, my only complaint is at the end, when they're fighting Ursula. Ursula goes big like she does in the original animated one, and Eric swims to a ship and Ariel swims to a ship, and she gets on the ship and Ariel is the one to drive the ship in and kill Ursula, whereas in the original it was Eric. And so I thought, because they kept going back and forth between Eric and Ariel, and I thought they were going to have them both ram 2 different ships into her at the same time, and they didn't. And so that to me felt over the top of, oh, the woman has to be the hero and has to be the one to kill the bad guy. The man just literally all he did was just cling to the ship and do nothing. So that's my only complaint for the whole movie though. So I really enjoyed it. It was really fun. The CGI I thought was really good, just for me personally. And honestly, it was just fun. Like, to me, I love it almost as much as I do the live action for Beauty and the Beast. And again, they didn't have any bad messaging in it. They didn't include anything that I noticed that was overly woke. Under the Sea was a little weird. It was still pretty good, but they didn't do as many fish singing until the very end, I think. And so it was a little awkward. And like, there's one part where Sebastian, you can see my husky, on this side, actually, it's opposite of where I'm actually pointing, but, yeah, okay, so Sebastian, there's one part where he's like, this plays the thing, and this plays the, you know, I don't know the actual words, I'm sorry guys, but, and usually he's talking about how this type of fish plays this instrument, and he says it really, really fast. And in the original, it would actually show each of those individual fish. And this one, it kind of just stayed on him or Ariel or something, and it was a little awkward. But they did start bringing all the fish in at the very end, and they had this really cool instrumental part where there was a bunch of jellyfish, and it was like in a dark place, so it glowed, and it was so pretty. So visually speaking, it's also very gorgeous. I love the look of everything. The opening scene where she's in the ship, and her and Flounder are swimming away from the shark attack was like really good. And so the shark attack was really good. The sunken ships looked really good. Flounder, again, like with Sebastian being a crab, they made him look like a realistic crab. With Flounder, they did the same thing. They changed his fish type, and so Flounder looked very, very weird to me. But I liked his voice, and the characters were really good. They kept the dingle hopper. They had Eric had a different, he was adopted by the king and queen, so that threw me off, but I didn't not like it. And the part where she's watching him on the ship, in the original it's kind of a kidsy movie, and so it's like, oh, he's so handsome and I look at him and I'm in love with him. But in this one they gave her and Eric a genuine connection, because he's talking about how he feels trapped and he wants to go out and see the world and explore, and it's relatable for her because she feels trapped and wants to go explore. And then he shows her his collection of stuff, and they have a really, really deep emotional connection that actually makes the romance so much better and so much more realistic. Even though it's still 3 days, it actually works perfectly. And I'm saying this from the perspective of a romance author, because I'm writing a lot of romance nowadays, and you have to have that connection. They did such a good job. I may actually do a video. If you guys want a video of me going over that in detail for the romance part of it, let me know in the comments below. But overall, like I said, I really enjoyed this Little Mermaid live action remake. It was really good. So for anybody who's been wary of it like I was, I highly suggest you give it a chance. It's really good. It's not as bad as people make it out to be. And the controversies surrounding it were way over exaggerated. I'm a very conservative person, so anything that seems the least bit woke or like there's extra messaging that I don't believe in or agree with, I'm all over that. I don't agree with it. And yet there was nothing in this that I didn't really hate or disagree with or anything like that. So give it a chance. It's really good. Have you seen it? And if so, what did you think? Let me know in the comments below. So thanks for watching my review of the live action Little Mermaid. If you liked this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more writing and reading videos every Monday. And since we were talking about romance, remember to let me know in the comments below if you want me to break down Ariel and Eric's romance and why it worked really well for how fast it was in this movie, but how it works so well. And if you want to know more about romance, then click this video here where I break down the most romantic scenes in film of all time and how you can use that in your writing to make a romance that will make your readers swoon. So click here.